Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of City Skylines. In the last episode we were just kind of building out the city here. I was going over frame rate issues I was having with this game, but I think I got it all sorted out. I think we're actually, I know I keep going back and forth, but I think we're actually going to be able to do 1080p, hopefully. If you see this video, then most likely. If not, then I guess not. But the main issue was I was just recording to a drive that was pretty full. It was kind of my mistake. I already knew that about Fraps, but unfortunately, I wasn't really paying attention to it. So what we got here is our nice little city going. We went ahead and did an interchange here. I think we're going to go and do one here just to kind of encourage more ways of people getting around. And I think that's going to work alright, even with this being right here, because that's going to give us more than enough space. Just that way, I mean, we want to give people, the best possible options of getting into this area. This is gonna bring in a lot of traffic, so we definitely want to be ready for that. And I mean, as you've already seen the amount of traffic. Now, what we're gonna do, I don't think I did it. I did do it on that one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm actually probably not even gonna downgrade it, but I like to do this just as a base, even if the road it doesn't need it at that time. Because when I build the overpasses, and I build these turnaround lanes, sometimes what will happen is the pillar will go right in the way, and all of a sudden I can't upgrade the road, and then I'd have to basically almost every time have to rebuild the entire overpass. So I've learned that lesson many times, and I finally start acting on it. So let's go ahead and do something like that. That looked pretty good. Alright, so if we can kind of mimic that on this side, I think we'll be in good hands. Alright, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be pumping out a lot more content now. I'm definitely excited for this channel. I wanted to actually put some GTA 5 stuff. I'm going to start with some mods and stuff. If that's something you guys would like to see, go leave that in the comments down below, or if there's anything that you recommend in GTA 5 you want me to take a look at. Probably one of the first videos I'm going to do is on the trainer mod, which is a fun little mod to mess around with, and it'll be good little fun to mess around with for basically the first video anyways. This needs to change, unfortunately. Alright, so let's get a little close, but that should be alright. So we just need to I want to kind of follow the frontage road here. Normally in these industrial areas, what I would end up doing, looks like I need to turn on the anti-aliasing. I could have swore I had that on, but it doesn't look like it. Is actually raise up to 15 for the overpasses, just because it makes a little bit more sense in my brain. Large trucks and whatnot. I feel like we just keep nipping away a little bit more, and we're soon not going to have very much there. But yeah, like I was saying, 15 just kind of, just as, I guess, it seems a little bit more likely to me. I don't know, if that's true or not. But, you just got the big trucks, chances of oversized loads and whatnot coming through the area. So it just seems more likely that that's the better way of going. I could be completely wrong. In fact, I already know I am in basically the area I live in. I mean, even though it's an area that is very heavy with industry, the bridge heights are usually about the same. The only time I see them higher is when they're going over train tracks, which I'm guessing that's some sort of railway regulation or something, of course. Alright, so does that look alright? No, it's curving too much to that side. This one's going to give me a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. We know how to work around this. Alright, so hopefully that'll look... Yeah, I think that'll work. It's never going to be perfect. I would love it to be, but it's just not going to be. Especially in this game. So I don't want it to start climbing the hill too quickly there. Because if I'd done it all the way back there, we'd be climbing the hill back there, and I want to avoid that. Alright, so this one needs to go this way. Yeah, I've come to learn to accept that not everything's going to be perfect in this game. I'd love it to be, but it's just not going to. We need to one-way those roads again before we have a mistake like last time. It was a very good little mistake. It was fun to watch there for a little bit, but we don't want to do that again. Oh, I've already got the tool selected. I'm like trying to figure out what's going on here, and yeah, I've already got it selected. So unfortunately, this may mess with some people's commute for a little while, but it shouldn't be too. Should actually help them out in the long run. Be a faster way in, you know, get better traffic flow, safer for everybody, all that good stuff. All right. So now we just got to get the on and off ramps, and we're pretty much good to go. So we just got to kind of do what we've been doing, and kind of hope that that works. Hopefully that's enough room between. Yeah, that should be enough. Wish I can give a little bit more, but you know what? We can only ask for so much. That looks pretty good. All right. I'm actually quite happy with how that looked, and we have actually a little bit more room on this side just because we're not as pressed. Doesn't mean we're going to use as much as we can. As you can see, I've become pretty good expert at making these ramps. It's definitely an art form, I would say, you know, getting these to look right in my eyes. You know, it may look like complete crap to you, but to me, this looks great. This looks very realistic, which it looks realistic enough, I should say. It doesn't look completely realistic, but it looks good enough for passable. Let me put it that way. Hopefully that wasn't too harsh, but don't get me wrong. This game is great, though. This game is great. So what I want to do we want to make it a short one like that? That actually works. I think we'll stick with that. That'll give a lot of room for traffic getting off here. I don't think we're going to have one more here. We might, but more than likely not. There's just not enough space unless we kind of maneuver this interchange a different way. But it's just more likely not going to happen. So, okay, so we're going to go and leave that on like so. Alright, so we got the turnaround lanes, we got that going, we got the one-way. Is there anything? Oh yeah, we should add some priority signs here. Maybe, there we go. So these guys yield. These guys stop for these guys, because we're probably not going to have a whole lot of traffic coming this way, and even if we do, we're going to have a lot more coming this way, so. And we'll put a yield sign and a yield sign. Trust me, that helps a lot, and this does too, even though there's no one that's really going to be coming off this road quite yet. It's just going to help out in the long run. So I like what I've done here. So if you accidentally happen to miss this right here, right? You can come down this road, you know, it's still one way, and then up here it only turns in two ways. So you think, okay, great, I can turn around and come back. Well, unfortunately, when you come back, it's one way. Like, I'm sure you'd be okay with doing that, especially if you missed it, because there's really nowhere you can go, but no one's going to do that in this game. But if in real life, you'd probably end up changing that up, but yeah, it's just funny to me. So hopefully... yeah, I need to try on some anti-aliasing or something. I wasn't noticing this earlier when I was playing my own, so I don't know if maybe there was an update to the game, which I doubt there was. This game has messed with me a few times with graphics settings, so I don't know if it has something to do with it just not reading the config file right or what, but I have seen that a few times, so we'll definitely check that before the next episode. So we're going to let these guys build in. We do have some housing demand. So what I want to do, I think we're going to want to start, you know, eventually making an interchange over here, but we don't have too much traffic building up on any other road, so we're okay there for now. We are going to go ahead and start squaring up some more area down over here. We're probably going to end up breaking a little bit from the square or the grid design, you know, not a huge amount, but a little bit here soon, especially if we start moving this way towards the coast. That's actually where I'm most excited to see where things kind of get changed up and whatnot. Let's just go ahead and let's just go to about there for now. And let's go and do two more. We'll just go down like so and then connect these guys up. Some exciting stuff going on here. Alright. Alright, so we're going to have quite a few squares, and we're going to actually fill all of these right now. Believe it or not, we're going to use the right tool though. So yeah, we're probably going to, what I'm thinking is we're going to kind of build out this downtown just a little bit more. I'm going to say we're going to hit about 10,000 people. And then we're going to actually start probably building either up over here or maybe over here, kind of like a little suburb type thing off the highway. Just because that's what I want to do. I want to, you know, there's always little towns that prop up around these areas, and eventually they mesh together. Most likely, I mean, you look at any city that's, you know, gone from small to big, they end up usually running, almost always running together in some way or another. But that's probably what'll happen here. So hang on, let me take a look at what I was doing here. So we're doing 2 and then road and 2 and then road. So okay, so we'll probably do the same thing over here. I want to kind of keep it even, just for the time being. We may move some of these around a little bit because we haven't really set anything in stone quite yet, which is good. That's why I haven't really upgraded any roads or anything, because we might end up moving these down like 1 or 2 or a few more, and then putting in some one-way roads or something eventually. I'm not sure where our central business district or where like the commercial offices are going to go quite yet. I've kind of been considering putting it by the freeway, but also been kind of thinking about nesting it kind of in the middle of downtown. And there's pros and cons to all that. Like being next to the freeway, it's going to drag a lot of traffic onto the freeway. Like even if putting it in the center of town, it's going to, but it's going to allow the traffic to disperse a little bit more. But then as traffic gets over there, it's going to get all clogged up again. So, you know, we'll figure that out. We're still a very small city. We don't even have to really start worrying about that quite yet. But, you know, it's always good to kind of plan ahead a little bit and kind of figure out what you want to do with your city and where you want it to go, because you don't want to be in the situation of either running out of space or having huge problems like traffic or, you know, fire or something like that. Because once you start having those issues, that's when things go wrong. So you don't want things to go wrong. We're going to go ahead and make sure that this guy is covering all of that. I guess I got off somewhere in there. I'm just going to leave him like that until we build our next through road. But right now we're just going to leave it like that. We do need some commercial as well. Do we have any? We have some off of this road. Let's see. We could put some down over here now that we have this sorted out. In fact, let's go and do that, because these people, you know, they're probably going to want some place to eat and whatnot when they go on their lunch break or after work or whatnot. So give them, it's not the best place, but you know, it'll do. Alright, so we'll have some commercial coming in. Ooh, these guys are complaining about water down over here, and it's no surprise. Probably going to want to change up that eventually, but we'll leave it for now. Alright, let's just check our hospital. It's good. I think we're going to go ahead and put in another grave yard here soon. Fire. We'll probably rearrange fire. We'll probably move this one down here more and put one up here in the corner. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. So let's go and put one up there, and then let's actually move this guy down over here a little bit more, which I wanted to tuck it in so we didn't delete that building, but unfortunately we just did. So, alright, so we're going to leave that there, and then we can zone. Where do we want to zone here? Do we want to zone commercial? Let's go and do some commercial. It's right across the street from the clinic, so yeah, let's go and take care of that. So we got some houses building in here. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, we dropped a little bit. I'm not sure if that was me deleting some houses in here, or if we might be starting a death wave, which I really hope not. Yeah, sorry about the poor texture quality. I'm going to take a look at that before the next episode, which should be working on here shortly. As you can see, we have the water clearing up a little bit. We might put some trees. In fact, let's go and put some trees along the coast here, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Because it's slowly cleaning up, but it's also kind of getting stuck there as well. So maybe we can put some trees along here and kind of eat away at some of that. Do we want to maybe put some trees along over here? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's kind of tree this area up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. Not as barren as it has been looking here. Trees always make things look better. Right. Alright. So yeah, that should clear up too, because I mean we still got a little bit of current. It just slows down over here. There's not really that much of a current, so that's why it's just not really moving. You can tell it's moving a little bit. I think it is anyways. It looks like it is. That's all I'm gonna be going on there. So alright, so yeah, we got some traffic moving through the city, which is good. No real major backups. Not even over here. I'm not sure if they changed traffic with the latest update or not, because things seem a lot more calm. I don't know if maybe I accidentally never finished this rail here. I don't know if I accidentally turned off a mod, because I know this is weird to say, but it just seems like there's difference in traffic here. We're gonna need to build a station to get ourselves. So what we're going to do is we're just going to build that, and then we're going to delete it. I know that sounds pretty strange, but we got to do that in order to rebuild this line. So we're going to go ahead, have the line come up and over, but that just seems way too complicated and crazy. So let's not, whoa, I did not want to do that. We want to get the free tool here and kind of go underground. Let's go 12 underground. That should be good. Kind of come straight across. Kind of curve weirdly back in, but you know, it'll work. It'll work. So that'll allow the trains to move back and forth again. So go ahead and close that up. So we got some people moving in down over here, which is good. So, alright guys, well I'm going to go and wrap it up for right now. I know this is a little bit shorter episode, but I want to kind of get the graphics issue figured out. Definitely stay tuned for future episodes. I'm going to hit that subscribe button and like button if you guys like these series and want to keep up with them. And let me know what you think about in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to change or any suggestions you have. I'll take a look at those. And definitely stay tuned for the future episodes. And as always, thanks for watching.